Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's just dive in and let's start off with this. So here is a full-on PDF file. This is from Cooper and Kirk, and they're talking about Operation Choke Point 2.0, the federal bank regulators coming for crypto. This got posted right around the April-March timeframe of this year. For those that don't know about this, most of you should have already have known about this, but for those that don't know about this, during the bank collapses of this year, we were seeing crypto being, the blame game player, if you will, of the Treasury and some of these other senators and you name it, right? They needed to blame something, and crypto, well, guess what? Crypto's already there. They might as well blame crypto because of FTX and Luna and this and that, right? So it's just an easy blame game for them. It's not the Federal Reserve, no. Listen, the Federal Reserve is not doing anything bad at all. It's just, since the inception of the Fed, the dollar has only gone down in value, and today the dollar is practically valueless. But it's definitely not the Federal Reserve. No, it's crypto. Guys, crypto is the problem, right? But nonetheless, this was the executive summary around it. Basically, what they were talking about is that crypto is a major threat and it poses a lot of risk to the financial system. And it's causing, a few problems around businesses and things like that. And ultimately speaking, Operation Choke Point 2.0 deprives businesses of their constitutional rights to due process in violation of the Fifth Amendment. It is well settled that when a federal agency attaches a derogatory label to an individual or business, and this stigmatizing label causes the business to lose a bank account or broadly precludes them from pursuit of their chosen trade, the agency has violated the due process clause of the Fifth Amendment unless it first afforded the individual or business a right to be heard. This is precisely what the federal bank regulators responsible for the Operation Choke Point 2.0 have done and continue to do by labeling crypto businesses a threat to the financial system, a source of fraud and misinformation and risk to bank liquidity. And this is exactly what they are saying here. This is from a law firm, and they're talking about how this Operation Choke Point 2.0 is hindering and harming the crypto industry. And I do completely agree. The overall idea of Operation Choke Point 2.0 and how it came to be was the fact that we are seeing crypto being labeled in a bad way. And there's so much misinformation around crypto, especially from these higher ups. And one of those higher ups is Elizabeth Warren. And why am I talking about all of this? Well, we're going to get to that point here in a second. But first, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So one, she is building an anti-crypto army. Some conservatives are already on board. Most of these conservatives are also banking supporters. They love the big banks. They love the banking financial system, probably because they're all getting paid off by it. I mean, Elizabeth Warren, I think the last time I looked at her net worth, it was like $10 million plus. Like, how do you think she's getting that money? Or Gary Gensler as well. Over here as well, Wall Street banks and Senator Elizabeth Warren are finding at least one issue they can agree on: the need to impose stricter rules on the crypto industry. Again, going back to Operation Choke Point 2.0, this is right on that agenda, right? Like, they want to leverage the power over the banks. They want to work with the big bankers as well to stomp out crypto. They don't want retail a part of crypto at all. And I've said this many times. A lot of people think I'm crazy for saying this or that I'm spreading FUD. Hello. Welcome to the world of banking. Why do you think bankers hate crypto? Because it poses a risk to their business model. These big bankers and the big banks, they're generating tons of profit off the backs of the retail sector. You pull your money out of the bank, well, guess what? That's a big problem. Why is it? Because they make money by lending out your money. You go and put your money in a bank, guess what? It might show you your amount on your bank statement and on your bank account when you log into your banking app, but that money's not there. That money's also not yours. The fractional reserve banking system is created to scam you. We also see over here as well, though, crypto news. The United States banking advocacy group, the Bank Policy Institute, for those that don't know about this, this is the big banker group. If you actually look into this, guess what? This is pretty wild. So first off, they represent Bank of America, Citibank, and all the banking giants. And they said that the legislation would defend our nation's financial system against illicit finance in all its forms. Oh, This is comical. But nonetheless, it backed the legislation of vocal crypto critic Senator Elizabeth Warren, calling for digital assets to fall under its own sets of anti-money laundering laws. Okay, so hold up. Let's take a step back real quick. So crypto is utilized for illicit finance in all its forms, right? I mean, it's used for drug dealing, buying drugs, selling drugs, this, that. Hello, what about the fiat dollar? What about fiat currencies? I mean, I remember Brad Sherman, which is he's a big supporter of the banks, saying that they've stopped all of that with KYC and AML provisions on fiat currency. Last time I checked, when I go and pay with, fiat currency in a store, they don't know who I am. They don't know where that money came from. Fiat currency is the best tool to utilize for illicit finance and just illicit use in general. But no, we need to defend our nation's financial system against illicit finance in all its forms. Let's target crypto. And this is happening now. Again, Operation Choke Point 2.0 is a big deal. And we do see here, Trade Group, the Bank Policy Institute, is backing legislation reintroduced by Warren and 3 other senators this week to crack down on crypto's use in money laundering, drug trafficking, and financing of terrorism in rogue nations. Yeah, it's definitely just crypto. I mean, go look at the history of money. Fiat currency is the #1 tool for all of this. This is insane to me. And again, these bills are here to stomp out the retail sector from being able to be a part of this. They don't want crypto to thrive because crypto poses a major risk to the banking system. And we even do see here in a 2022 op-ed, Warren noted that insufficient crypto regulation could take down the economy. Last time I checked, the economy is already getting taken down by, oh yeah, that's right, the Federal Reserve. Also, the SEC Chair Gary Gensler has close ties with anti-crypto Senator Elizabeth Warren. This was from June 12th, and yeah, they have been meeting with each other for a very long time, talking to each other for a very long time. They even emailed each other about, certain things to talk about during meetings and the questions that she was going to ask and the answers that she wanted. I mean, these people are so closely tied to each other, and you could tell what they want, right? And also over here, the big shocking news that we got was that the US government is launching an investigation into $9 trillion asset manager BlackRock over Chinese investments. Here we have, you know what to do, Gary. Here you guys have Elizabeth Warren, Gary Gensler. Obviously, this is just a kind of joke, but listen, this is exactly why they're investigating BlackRock, because guess what? Recently, BlackRock, guess what they said? Well, here you guys have them. Just in, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says lots of global investors are asking them about Bitcoin. It's going to transcend any one currency. We believe there are great opportunities. Here you guys have the video.
Can you talk about where crypto fits?
Well, I can't talk about Bitcoin because we have a filing with the SEC, so I'm prohibited. I can talk about crypto in general, and I can talk about what we have done. We believe we have a responsibility to democratize investing. And we've done a great job, and the role of ETFs in the world is transforming investing. And I think we're only at the beginning of that. I mean, we believe the fixed income market is going to become multiple $1 trillion in ETFs. Equities will continue. More and more of the market will be delivered through an ETF platform. If you think about what was done 20 years ago now with the advent of a gold ETF, that really democratized gold investing. It brought down the cost of transaction for gold. I mean, the cost of transacting physical gold is absurd. And now with crypto, the idea of democratizing that role, the cost right now to transact is quite expensive. We're talking points, not decimal points. And so that's a big point. Two, over the last 5 years, more and more our global investors are asking us about the role of crypto. And as I said, I do believe a lot of crypto is going to be, it's an international asset. It has a differentiating value versus other asset classes, but more importantly, because it's so international, it's going to transcend any one currency and currency valuation. If you just look at the value of our dollar, how it depreciated the last two months and how much it appreciated over the last 5 years, I mean, an international crypto product can really transcend that. And that's why we believe there's great opportunities, and that's why we're seeing more and more interest. And that interest is broad-based worldwide.
And again, you know, this was a massive statement. I remember when this came out, this was July 14th. So this was just recently. Okay. From this, now we get, they're targeting BlackRock over Chinese investments. Over Chinese investments. Has anybody looked at the SEC and all of the commissioners and the individuals tied to it? Because all of them have helped Chinese companies go public in the US, and they're targeting US-based companies and stopping them from going public. Hello, it seems like the US has a China problem. But no, they have to go after BlackRock, right? This is just insane to me. It's insane to me. It seems as though any company that is out there promoting or helping crypto, or, you know, saying crypto's this, crypto's that, seems like they're going to be targeted. And we also seen Johnny Deaton respond to this and said, someone recorded it. Larry Fink embarrassed us by saying Bitcoin and crypto can revolutionize finance as we know it. And by pushing for that damn spot ETF, this is an election year, damn it. And I want anti-crypto, punish Fink. And yeah, I mean, like, this is exactly what's happening here. Like, ultimately speaking, as we really kind of look at what's happening around crypto, you could tell that they are trying to stop this market. They don't want this market to thrive. And I've said it, right? Like, you know, whether it be planned or not, I do believe that crypto and technology will always win, because technology has won in history. And listen, history doesn't always repeat, but it does rhyme. And I do think that at this time, we have something very similar to the internet, except on a much larger scale, that could ultimately, you know, bring about a change that we've never seen in the history of finance and technology. And I think that at this current moment in time, we are on the edge of a major change happening, but we need to get through obstacles like this and Operation Choke Point 2.0 that is stopping this industry from thriving. And again, like the banks, I've talked about it. A lot of people ask me, like, how could they shut down crypto when, you know, crypto's decentralized? There's nobody in really control of it. You know, this, that, whatever. It's very simple. The banks. They go to the banks. Stop offering, you know, crypto services. Stop, you know, letting people buy, you know, crypto on exchanges. You know, you have to stop processing payments, things like that. Like, they could do that. They could 100% do that. And in fact, it's actually happening in a few areas around the world, which I've talked about in past videos. The UK is a big one. There's been a few other ones as well that I've talked about, but, you know, for the most part, you know, what they're saying here, where they're utilizing the banks to, you know, stop crypto, and they're labeling crypto in a way where it's a threat to the financial system. It's a source of fraud, misinformation, things like that. Like, that's a big problem. And we even do see here, like, by leveraging their authority over the banks to acquire the power to pick and choose the customers whom the banks may serve, the bank regulators have exceeded their statutory authority. The bank regulators are charged with supervising the safety and soundness of the banks. Their efforts to anoint themselves the gatekeepers of the financial system and the ultimate arbiters of American innovation and American economic life cannot be permitted to stand. And I completely agree. Like, this is a big problem. They're refusing to serve their clients, especially in terms of what they want to do with their money, which is why I say, like, listen, if you have money in the bank, it's not your money. You come in and you want to withdraw $10,000 plus. Oh, that's it. You have to wait. We have to do this. We have to do that. We have to do, you know, checks here. You're going to have to wait a little bit because we need the money to, you know, come back to us, because again, like, they don't have that money in the bank. 99% of the banks don't have your money. They don't have reserves to back the money. Even, you know, the FDIC, they don't have the money to back collapses. It's a scam. The whole system is a scam. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on for some more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.